If you played Far Cry 5, then you get some nice rewards in Far Cry New Dawn. We take a look at some new gameplay comparisons and more, so let's get into it. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. We are now less than 2 months away from Far Cry New Dawn. It's still pretty sick if you think about it. And we already got some Ubisoft Club rewards that you can unlock right now if you played Far Cry 5, that you can then use when New Dawn releases on February 15th, 2019. One of the rewards is the Deputy outfit for the male and female characters, and that is the same outfit that you got if you finished the Far Cry 5 New Game Plus mode on the later added Infamous difficulty. You see some Far Cry 5 footage of this outfit right here, so then you can immediately dress up like this when New Dawn is out. One of the common complaints is of course that Far Cry is a first-person game, so why would you want a cool outfit? Of course your friend sees you in that outfit, but in New Dawn there are actually more opportunities to see your outfit yourself. One thing that I got footage of is entering your home base. That gives you a quick scene where you see your character like walk in. I had a chance to interview the developers at a Far Cry New Dawn reveal event, and there I also learned that you will see your character at the end of an outpost to take over, and even your friends, so when you play together you see both characters like in that celebration cutscene, and also when you go to an expedition in the helicopter you see your character, and also when you leave. So it's still not a lot, but it's nice that Ubisoft added some more moments where you can appreciate your appearance. What we of course see all the time is your gun, and if you played Far Cry 5 then you also get the D2 Sin Eater shotgun that you got from killing Faith in Far Cry 5 if I remember correctly. So while a lot of the guns have different appearances in Far Cry New Dawn, like they are handcrafted, this D2 Sin Eater survived the bombs, so you can shoot enemies with that. Again, both rewards are already unlockable. I put a link to the Ubisoft Club page in the description down below, so you can check it out if you want. IGN released some new gameplay of New Dawn recently, where we take a look at a cool new knife takedown, for example, that you can do if you jump onto a target. And as I told you in my previous Far Cry New Dawn video, the animation for the knife takedown is different depending on the angle you use to approach the enemy. We will of course be fighting highwaymen in this game. We see a new enemy with a shield that you can take out with your melee attack on your gun, looking pretty cool. And in this mission we got a free Pastor Jerome who survived and now has gray hair. Of course this takes place 17 years after Far Cry 5. We see some shooting with the new looking A99 that again looks a bit handcrafted, and we also see the rock paper scissors ARC from earlier with the cool blade that you can likely put on the weapon. I also put a link to that new gameplay if you haven't watched it yet in the description down below, so you can also check it after this video. Because right now I want to take a look at some Far Cry New Dawn, Far Cry 5 comparison shots from Jesco over on Reddit. Because we see that the home base where you will spend a ton of time in to upgrade your weapons, upgrade other parts, and also where you will take the helicopter to these expeditions. So other parts in the US where you will see how they are impacted by the nuclear attack, and of course have to secure a package and then bring home to your home base. Anyway, that home base is actually the Seed Ranch outpost from Far Cry 5. Of course we see that it has mostly been rebuilt, but still the buildings like kind of stand in the same place there. We also got a comparison shot of the Silver Lake Bridge where we get a good sense of how the world changed with a ton of sand instead of the regular road from Far Cry 5, and more comparison shots from Jesco, and he also made a comparison shot of the Far Cry New Dawn map and the Far Cry 5 map. Like we still see a ton of fog in the New Dawn footage of course, but yeah, it gives us a sense of how it kind of compares, because we of course know that it will be the same map, slightly smaller. Not everything will make its way to Far Cry New Dawn, but of course everything has been changed thanks to the Super Bloom, and we of course see that in the comparison shots here as well. So from the places we've seen so far, it seems like it will be familiar, but in a good way, that you think, oh, I remember that spot from Far Cry 5, instead of having the feeling that you saw this before already. I think we can expect a ton of new locations as well. Like we still haven't seen a lot from the game, like only this IGN gameplay and the footage that I received from Ubisoft that you saw in this video as well. But it still got some cool Far Cry New Dawn info from the press event I went to. Again, I also interviewed the developers, so keep an eye out for that video with a lot of new info on the channel soon. And of course way more Far Cry New Dawn content as we near that February 15th release. So totally subscribe if you haven't already, like this video to support the channel. Check out my first video I did on Far Cry New Dawn after the reveal with a sort of overview of the game and also things I learned from the press event. And I will of course speak to you next time. Goodbye.